In today's episode, we will be going over some of the best highlights from the matchup between T1 and HLE during the lower finals of the 2024 LCK Spring Playoffs. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
Make it there. With the back coming in from Zeus, doesn't get to take teleport, of course, on the Vayne. You do want to have as much mobility as possible on this champion. And so therefore, while he was back, Doran's able to equalize the lane just a little bit.
So mid-round ended up winning the game, but he was able to get a ton done on the Zeri.
Oh, they have spotted that Gumyushi is possibly alone. There's the paranoia as Peanut dives in. He flashes on top of the CC. He's going to be there. The Crescent Guard, too good from Ona. He's just going to get them out of there. Zeka will turn up. They do manage to take down the Varus, but the Zeri, nothing she can do, and T1 will win the skirm.
And what did Ox just say? You know, the first gank, the first attempt complete. So dark. I had question marks over my head. Is this even work out? You don't have prior, you don't have control. And Delight will get taken out here as well. No exit.
He's up. I got a little bit confused. I looked over at U-Wolf and then I'm like, wow, he's flashing up.
Calling really a miss here, the draft, giving Hanwha very little agency, very little options in this game.
Well, I mean, that was their option, right? Like, this was the fight that they needed to kind of win. T1 read them like a book. They're now going to be able to take themselves a Drake. They'll convert that into pushing ever further in side lanes. And speaking of which, now Zeus, with the fact with the team on his back, and it hasn't been his day. And he is a player that has required a day. Now, that was a decent sidestep there from Gumyushi, but there is no way he's surviving this one. Peanut able to lock one down. And so there is the first.
Has not been the case. Like this Nocturne pick, a big hole in draft as Carrier going in.
Yeah, the hook does come on down there as they do get a stun. Carrier just all by himself, and he's really dead, guys. We'll see whether HLE Life Esports can turn this into any extra of a kill. They give the kill over to Zeka there.
You know, yeah, maybe should signal back off now. Dragon's up in 20, but they're actually setting up for the Herald here.
Zeka's not here, doesn't have TP, so this is definitely advantage T1 as he's trying to rush his way over.
Hanwha, you can just give this up and go for the Dragon instead.
Yeah, Weave as well, coming on through as Faker going to join the rest of his team. Doran just watching, well actually not, tunneling around, burrowing.
Guys, just go Dragon.
Oh, here's another possibility as the Magnet Storm comes on down. Chains of Corruption are not going to be enough to stop this one as Viper gets his first. Carrier is now in the back of the pit with absolutely nowhere to go. It's a double as the burst fire.
They're like, you know what? We'd like a little bit more.
I think T1 thought
Zeri.
I think T1 thought they were going to be pushing towards the Dragon as well, and it's not the way I thought it was going to happen with Zeka, but it's in fact Delight who makes the clutch play there with the Magnet Storm engage, gets Viper those 2 kills, and that is a very scary thing for T1 here. Is now a gold lead for HLE Life. The early game so much in T1's favor, but some overextension, some small mistakes.
Off until that Dragon. It's a big, and I think all summon's going to be backed up.
Oh dear, Empress Divide just going to throw Carrier back. That is going to be one pick, but the Baron just spawned 30 seconds ago. Possible opportunity here as they have so much vision denial as well.
This is the team you need to see. They're going to bring it to 5.
Well, there is going to be some nice drifting coming on through there from Carrier. He's going to send the Rift Herald into the turret.
One thing with that previous play is you didn't get any summoners, you didn't really get, it's like too far before. They might be threatening the Baron. They're not moving towards the Dragon area, so this will be taken by HLE Life Esports. Maybe they're just going to take this top tier 1, but the threat is there.
I mean, Faker, they have topside push, and Faker can just put up a wall if they do want to start this, but they have not, so I think they're just going to give up the Dragon here and look to try to push Doran.
Oh, Doran could be in so much trouble. There are 4 people coming on over. That flash hook just amazing from Carrier. The seismic shove to push him back in. And if they just keep him CC'd, he is going to die. That guy goes down. T1 get their pick, and they might also get a Baron.
Tough call to make here. This is not the same decisive 20-minute Baron we saw in Game 3.
Yeah, this is dangerous because Peanut's still here, and he has access to a light switch.
Zeka has flash ult as well. This is really risky.
Yeah, Paranoia does come down. There's a flash Magnet Storm, but it's only on to 2. Delight not quite finding the same amount of value, and he is going to be taken down. It's now Viper versus Zeus. Zeus actually trying to tumble around this fight, but he's crashed into that condemn. Amazing onto Zeka as the Baron is going to go down. It's going to be Ona that takes it. Not able to find it is Peanut, and he's even taken down by Faker. Zeka gets rid of Carrier in the end, but they only lose 1. So a little bit worried about these choke points as Delight has one heck of a flank angle. As information trying to be picked up here. Ona might be their target as Paranoia comes on in. Ona able to talk to the rest of his team. Crescent Guard does come out. He's taking a lot of damage, soaking a lot of damage, but it's not going to be enough, and the kill goes over to Viper. There is the...
Anyway, so T1 didn't have much time to use it anymore regardless. Dragon. Owner's going to be up from that. Oh,
Faker.
Oh no, there's the face check. The crash down comes on in, and Peanut, he will be able to get the fear off. Yeah, he does manage to get the rocks down, but that is going to be the last auto, and that one might act sensing all of those vibrations. This is Soul Point. This is a massive spike.
This is IE's area as well, so this is really fast.
Yeah, really fast, and also it's 3 Mountain Dragons if they get this.
Ona is likely to be able to get in there, though. That is going to be the secure from Peanut, and there's the Black Magnet Storm. Delight getting in there. Viper is ulted as well, but the first kill is going to go over to T1. Delight now in trouble, and he is going to be taken out. And now Zeus, he is an 80 carry as well, and he's looking gigantic in this one. That is going to be him hunting down Viper. He is going to be able to help take down Peanut as well. The hook from Carrier is just too good. And T1 are going to strike again.
And cut your losses.
It's up for a little bit of a flank angle. Faker is moving around. Carrier not going to risk taking too much poke damage here as Viper takes down the blue buff. A little bit risky. They are going to back away.
Yeah, they might just push mid.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is a way better call. They have way more control of the mid lane. They could just shove this through, and then maybe even look for a collapse on the door. And while Hanwha are split,
yeah, there's a Hex Flash.
Look at Zeus' damage onto this turret as well. It's just gone.
No, it's ridiculous. He's managed to complete his Trinity Force. Looking to try and start this Baron off as Carrier finds himself a hook. There's the Blast Cone.
Tons of damage.
Interrupt the action.
Yeah, this is going to be fast here. T1 have to be decisive. Weaver's well ready for Faker.
Yep, Faker going to get that one in there as Delight off to the side. Not necessarily in the best position. Here's a dive over. It's actually Kobayushi again! Taking the Baron with the arrow. We've seen that one before. It's now pressing guard. Ona diving on in, and he just takes down Peanut. Matters into his own hands. And now Delight tries to go for the re-engage, but who's tankier? It is Carrier this time, and now Zeus. This is where he thrives. Viper just taking thirds of his health at a time, although dishing back a fair bit himself. And so Zeus going to retreat to the side lane.
I think that's when immediately HLE Life Esports are looking for something.
Well, they are definitely looking for it now. Tunnel does come in to flash out immediately from Faker. He is not risking it. He knows exactly what you say.
But they just burn Paranoia with 10 seconds still Dragon, so...
Oh, the Black Hook, and he manages to find Zeka! Free delivery with the seismic shove. Carrier finding the angle. That may have been the game-winning play.
Carrier, he's just taking this game into his own hands. He and Onyx out. Zeus, will he be stopped?
Viper on a weird angle there, trying to see whether maybe they could layer some CC, but it's not going to work out. The Zeri with the man disadvantage is just not going to be as scary in these team fights. HLE Life Esports, they lose yet another inhibitor this series.
And now it's a 10,000 gold lead between the two teams. Absolutely massive at this point. They're going to be able to pick up that third Dragon as well. And HLE Life Esports, it's feeling so rough. I think a big problem is when you fall behind with a composition like this, you're relying on being able to jump in on the Nocturne, having follow-up, and going on a target without summoners. But, you know, Faker obviously doesn't have his flash, but isn't an easy target to get on top of. There's so many threats.
Well, Dragon area control is important, though, because Mountain Soul with a quad stack, that is a lot of defenses. Of course, they have a Vayne. She can cut through pretty comfortably, but T1 are looming. And yeah, like you said, I mean, Faker, he's got the wall. He can just build that. He is going to put that one together now as Peanut is now in this pit. Can they win the smite is the question. Great spell shield comes on down, and that's the engage here from Ona. He tries to hold on. Hook not really doing too much, but it is Ona that takes the soul for T1. It's gigantic now because they're the ones with the shield. They're the ones with the control. Oh, and the hook is going to find the Zeri. She is able to press that cleanse flash button, try and get himself out of there. But it's Delight that falls the flank angle from Zeus the Black. The tumble and the Vayne is going to find the fight. He goes invisible and snipes out the Zeri. And this man maybe should just become the 80 carry. So
there's the cleanup from the Vayne. You needed a fantastic grab from Carrier. Kicks up the fight. You know, HLE Life Esports thought T1 got the soul and walked away. But once again, T1 have controlled the game, controlled the series, and are now looking to end.
16 out of 18 KP for Carrier, and it looks like T1 have done it. Another finals. The Gen Z T1 prophecy, it just keeps delivering. And on the 6th time of asking, T1 will do it again. Another grand.
These were some of the best highlights from today's LCK 2024 Spring Split matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.